Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another review of another Jean-Claude Van Damme film. For those who don't know me, I've reviewed pretty much all of Van Damme's films. I have a playlist on my channel. Love many of them. Not just his classics like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Hard Target. I even enjoy Time Cop, Death Warrant, Universal Soldier. Even his direct-to-video stuff. There's a lot of his direct-to-video stuff I like. Six Bullets. And even his more dramatic work. In Hell, Until Death, Wake of Death, JCVD. I enjoy those films quite a bit. And there's some others. Now, I recently reviewed this, and I saved any energy I did on that one for this one. Because this one is definitely a rant. I was not a fan of this movie at all. I really did not care for We Die Young. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I'm getting tired of Van Damme being the zombie state type of deal. And sometimes it worked out well, like in Hell, in Wake of Death. But I can't even say that because even those movies, he showed some emotion and aspects of it. But it's like direct. I don't know what. Even if it's a dramatic role, give him anger, give him rage. If you don't want him to be smiling and laughing and like he did in certain older films, like Double Impact. But give him some rage. Give him like some like that type of emotion. Not these emotionless roles. And in this film, he's not even the star of the flick. He plays a supporting role as a mute. He was a soldier in Afghanistan. Something bad happened. There was an explosion. Something happened with his throat. His throat's fucked up. So if he talks with a cell phone that he taps and it says what he typed out. And he appears sporadically throughout the film. The star of the film is these two kids. It takes place in Washington, D.C., and you have this 14-year-old, give or take, kid, and then his younger brother, which is around 10 years old. And the 14-year-old is in this gang. He runs drugs on his bicycle. The gang is called MS-13, which, I don't know, sounds like a firecracker to me. Or sounds like some STD. Or a type of gun I should be shooting. Or some type of rocket I'm supposed to be firing, MS-13. It really does sound like STD. And they run this, the kid wants to follow his brother's path. But the 14-year-old tells his younger brother, no, I don't want you part of that life. There's a point where he finds this piece of mail, and his younger brother got accepted to youth baseball camp. And it's like, this is what you're going to do. You're not going to live my life. They don't have each other to take care of. Meanwhile, the bad guy, I'll give the movie this, the bad guy's not one note, he's not one-dimensional, he was one of the only decent parts of the film. Because the bad guy, yeah, he spouts Shakespeare, which is a cliche for a villain to do, but he has a little bit of heart to him because he's getting ready for his sister's wedding. He's very protective of his sister, who was born with a disability. He treats the 14-year-old kid well enough. Again, he's not a one-dimensional villain. Even at the end, he does something that's not typical. So again, it shows that he's got a little bit of soul to him. So there's a point where he sees one of his men raping a woman, and the guy gets pissed and just fucking beats the ever-loving fuck out of the guy until the guy's dead. So obviously the bad guy wasn't that bad. Wasn't that... Really the main bad guy was this lieutenant or whatever of the villain. I keep calling him the villain because I forgot the guy. The leader of the gang, I'll just say that. The lieutenant of the leader of the gang, he's the real villain. And he's jealous of how the leader treats the 14-year-old kid. So he goes up to the 14-year-old kid, fucks with him, tries to get the 10-year-old kid to join, fucks with him. And meanwhile, the kid's supposed to be doing this drug drop with these two bags of drugs. Things go wrong, and the two kids have to run and escape. Now, Van Damme's character, he has appeared a few times because he's one of the people that the 14-year-old kid will do his drug run on and give Van Damme pills. Van Damme needs the pills. I knew when something was wrong when I did not like the two lead kids. I thought they were not good actors, especially the 14-year-old kid. I'm sorry, some of these reviews praise the kid. I don't see it. I thought he was really shitty. I thought his line delivery was really fucking phony. I didn't believe it. I thought he was really fucking lame. I didn't care. And his younger brother, I didn't give a shit about either. So, there you go. It's a film about these two kids. I don't give a shit about the two kids. I really don't. Second off, there's a point, I kid you not, where once in a while Van Damme has these flashbacks to what happened in Afghanistan. Iraq. I want to say Iraq, not Afghanistan. I think it was Iraq. I can't remember actually. I can't remember. It might have been Iraq. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, my point is, there's a point. He's getting food, and the guy fries eggs, and because the guy frying eggs, Van Damme has a flashback. I like a flashback of Van Damme to when he was a war is caused by this guy frying fucking eggs. What would have happened if he made a fucking egg McMuffin? A seizure? And I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be a fucking winner. I don't give a fuck how many positive reviews the film gets. Still doesn't mean I fucking like the film. I'll go watch In Hell, Wake of Death, JCVD, Jar Van Johnson, the Amazon TV show, or Amazon show. I'll go watch any of those other movies before this, ever again. And those are his more dramatic. Replicant, his more dramatic work. And what's funny, the lieutenant to the lieutenant to the leader of the gang, sort of like I say, lieutenant is the true villain of the movie. I swear he looks a little bit like Carl Urban. I don't know why, he just looked like a little bit like Carl Urban to me. And Van Damme, once he pops up, there's this lady he likes. He worked in cars. He can't talk. Again, if he can, he gets on a phone. People praise Van Damme's acting. He didn't really do much in the acting. He's mute. His face is stone. And this is the kind of guy that loves Van Damme, but his face is down stone. So, like, what acting? I enjoy Van Damme as an actor. I've said it multiple times in my reviews. Don't believe me? Go through my playlist on my channel. My Van Damme movie reviews. I've reviewed pretty much all of his flicks. This one, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give credit to his acting because there's not much for him to do. He's playing a mute and it's a stone face. Maybe that's part of it. I'm getting tired of the stone face. Get tired of the stone face Van Damme. Do some movies where you're laughing. That's why I like Enemies Closer. Yeah, the two leads I would pick different actors. But Enemies Closer, Van Damme as a villain, and he's having fun. He has a bit of energy to it. Enemies Closer I like. I mean, if you can't do that, then again, have him be angry, upset, physical, something. Get some like the anger in the eyes and rage, and even if you can't talk, like noises and fucking bubble out of your guts, something, man. Just get tired of the stone face. So the lead kid and his younger brother, they're running. I swear, the lead kid says about his brother, he's just a kid. He's just a kid, like 15 fucking times in the movie. And I thought this bit of editing was awkward, where the two kids are running, and it cuts between them running away to photos being taken at the gang leader's sister's wedding. And then the kids are running again, and it cut to more pictures being taken at the gang leader of the gang's sister's wedding. The kids get in Van Damme's car. Van Damme drives. Granted, this is a moment I didn't expect. The 10-year-old kid has a dog, and as they're getting shot at, the dog gets shot and killed, bloody. Didn't expect that. I'll give you that point, movie, but your points aren't racking up to shit, to be perfectly fucking honest. The car slides, fucks up these two bad guys on the motorcycle. Van Damme's trying to help. I thought the 14-year-old kid was a bit of an asshole, where he won't listen to Van Damme. He's like, I gotta go back and get the other drugs, and I gotta go back because we gotta have some money for us to leave. And Van Damme trying to explain the best he can. Okay, fine, your younger brother, the 10-year-old kid, can stay with me. One thing leads to another, and the two kids, they're with the bad guys. And they're in the house. And Van Damme gets a gun, goes up. Granted, I don't understand why the two kids didn't just explain to the leader of the gang, because it seemed like he's the type who would be willing to listen. He's like, why did you do this? Oh, hey, 14-year-old kid, why don't you tell the guy, or at least try, you see that motherfucker behind you? He fucked it up because he did this, 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 and this. How about you at least try to explain yourself? But he doesn't. He just fucking sits there like a punk bitch. So the Van Damme tries to get into the house. He stabs and shoots one, takes another guy hostage. He's going to the front of the house. The bad guys have guns on him, while Van Damme has a gun on the guy. And almost out of the blue, these fucking FBI guys are there. But I don't remember them establishing before the FBI guys were casing the joint. Maybe I missed it. If I did, it was like maybe one scene, very quick. But now they're all in a standoff, and because it's the sister's wedding and it's the after party, there's fireworks. Fireworks, great. You think gunshots. Gunfire breaks out. And Van Damme doesn't shoot many people. It's mainly the FBI guys shooting the gang members shooting the cops, the FBI. Granted, some practical blood squibs, I'll give you that. Although there's a bit of shaky cam too. I don't understand what is with these people who make these direct-to-video films. Why do they use fucking shaky cam? Can you not find... Hell, if you need to, go to fucking Walmart, get a fucking shopping cart, and put the fucking camera on there. Get a fucking roller that they use at fucking school to roll their fucking projector or whatever. Or roll out for assembly to put shit on the wall. Project on the wall. And roll that shit. Fuck's sake, stop shaking the fucking camera. I'm tired of it. Fucking sick of it. God damn, man. It's like people don't know how to direct fucking action scenes anymore. Fucking tired of it. This one, it's a one shot where Van Damme gets the two kids, leading the boys out of the house. Van Damme shoots a couple, but not much. Van Damme takes the two kids off. They get by this railroad. Van Damme, by this point, has been shot in the leg, and he trips, falls down. Well, he doesn't trip, but he falls down because he's been shot in the leg. The gang leader is there. He comes by. During that whole shootout with the FBI and the gang members, his sister, the bride, has been shot and killed. So he's mad about that. So that's what I mean. The villain wasn't too one note, because he has a gun on the two kids, but he sees, they're, brothers, just like he had a sister. He decides to let them go and go, I never want to see you guys again. And our true villain, the lieutenant's like, you don't let him go? Yes. They have a fight. The lieutenant shoots the leader of the gang. Van Damme throws a bag to the kids, puts the gun down. During the scuffle, the kids get away onto this train. The lieutenant looks like he's going to shoot Van Damme. And then this fat kid that you saw a couple times in the film shoots the lieutenant, the true villain, in the fucking stomach or whatever. And the little fat kid, who is an annoying dickhead, the few times we saw him in the movie, he shot, rides off his bicycle. Van Damme just looks down and then does sort of this. You never see him again. I guess he lived? Because then all you see is the kids on the train. The bag the Van Damme threw to them had a lot of money in it. Then the credits start. Then during the credits, it shows that the kids are at baseball camp. And then I kept watching through the credits. Crickets. Yeah, there should be fucking crickets. If this was in the theater, maybe there would be crickets. Through the rest of the credits, because I was waiting for them to show Van Damme. What happened to him? Last we saw, he was shot in the leg, fell off camera. Did he die? Did he live? Did he go back to that lady in the garage? Did he get arrested? Are the gays going to go for him? Did he clean up because he was a junkie taking pills? Did he clean up, get his act together? That is bad writing. That is bad storytelling. That is bad script writing. That none of these critics who talk about the film ever mention. You cannot tell me that's not bad writing. That's not bad storytelling. When I don't even know what happened to one of your main fucking characters, and it's the name that people are seeing this film in the first place. Would you think I ever would have seen this fucking film if Van Damme wasn't in it? Fuck no. Why did I see it? Because I'm a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan. I reviewed pretty much all the films he's been in on here. Once again, a playlist on the channel. And you're not even going to say, like, show a shot of him working in the garage again. And he's cleaned up. Or, like, give me something. What is it with... I said in this. Like, this has a more ambiguous... maybe he's dead, but you see the tail lights of the car turn on, so maybe he's alive. User Soldier Day of Reckoning, he dies. Expendables 2, he dies. Swelter, he dies. Pound of Flesh, he dies. He dies, he dies, he dies, he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. That's just like... right? If he dies, he dies. But I'm guessing he didn't die because he was just shot in the leg, and if they were going to kill him off, they would have had the asshole lieutenant did it, but no, the fat kid shot the guy. And Van Damme looks at the fat kid rolls off his his bicycle, and then he's like, huh. But then you never see him again. For all I know, he disappeared into a fucking black hole underneath him and went to the fucking Wizard of Oz. For all I fucking know. Or he went to the Alice of fucking Wonderland, where he's kicking heads off fucking bunny rabbits and punching cards and Queen of Hearts in the fucking face. For all I fucking know. So I got an ending that wasn't satisfying because of what I just said. The movie, even though it's 90, 80 minutes, it felt boring. The action scenes are nothing noteworthy. If you think... name what action scenes are noteworthy, and I can show you 15 fucking direct-to-video movies. Now talk about movies that go in the theaters, have much bigger budget. Direct-to-video movies, hell, even Van Damme ones, The Order, In Hell, Wake of Death, Until Death, Replicant, they're much better. Van Damme's role, just nothing. He's just a mute. He's pretty much handcuffed. given nothing to do. Again, the two lead kids I didn't fucking like. I thought they were annoying as pissing in the wind. Other than the bad guy being interesting and a little bit three-dimensional. The one oh shit moment where the 10-year-old was holding the dog and the dog's been shot and killed. Well, other than that, those two things, I will never watch this film again. I have no fucking reason to. If people like it, please explain to me why. I would love to know. I'll disagree, but I'll love to know. And again, if I want to see Van Damme act, there are plenty of films I could do that with. JCVD, Wake of Death, Until Death, In Hell, Replicant. I keep naming these films because there are alternatives. And yes, I knew Van Damme wasn't going to be the star when I saw the film. But even his supporting role, there's nothing much to run home about. And the two lead kids I thought sucked. It's sad when the leader of the gang, who is kind of a bad guy, kind of not, is the most interesting character in the movie. And I almost want him to win. I almost wanted that guy to win. Kill his lieutenant, maybe shoot the 14-year-old kid in the nuts or in the leg or something. There, now we're even, and leave. Van Damme's character wasn't even that interesting. There's really nothing much to him. In Afghanistan, the flashbacks lead to, oh, a kid was dead, and then an explosion happened, fucked up his throat. And then you have no culmination of, oh, he got clean and sober, and this is what he's doing with his life. There's no culmination at the end of that. So, oh, they'll show the kids at a baseball camp playing baseball, but they won't show what happened to Van Damme, even though he's the name of the movie. Does that make sense to you in a screenwriting note? Potential screenwriters, does that make sense? Doesn't to me. Action scenes aren't nothing to run on about. It's not an action film. Even Van Damme, in an interview, said it's not an action film. It's a drama. And to me, it's a lame drama. There are much better dramas out there. Multiple upon multiple better pieces of drama. And no, it's not one of Van Damme's worst. But I don't like the film at all. But yeah, I mean, I would... Derailed is worse. Alien Uprising, also known as UFO, which Van Damme had a big part in because his daughter started. That's a way worse film. But I think that's why, even though I had a lot of disappointment in this, I wasn't as harsh because I saw this film afterward. So I guess I better think, hey, film, thank We Die Young. And at this point, it's like a lot of these action stars just retire. I hate to say it, just retire. Just, you know, I love Dolph Lundgren. I love Sylvester Stallone. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's why I did marathons on each of those guys. Why I have a playlist where I reviewed pretty much all of their films. Because I love them. But the stuff, whether, I mean, it's just, to me, the movies aren't that good anymore. And I love the guys, but I can't be like, oh, he's in it, so it's an A+ automatically. Which I swear, that's not all, but I swear some people do that. Not all, but I swear some people are like, hey, they're in it, so A+. Or maybe you're B+. No, it's... Oh, you're judging it too harshly, so it's meant for entertainment. No, there's not enough people judging this shit harsh enough. That's why this stuff keeps getting made, because people give it a fucking pass. I've repeated 4 or 5 times other direct-to-video Van Damme films that he's been in. Which, granted, he's more the star of those. But, which are better viewing experiences. Like In Hell, and JCVD, and Wake of Death, and Replicant, 6 Bullets, and so forth. But anyway, that's my review of Re Die Young. I'll never see this film again. See you guys later. Bye-bye.